The internet gave him the nickname Deadpool, but there was nothing heroic about what this guy did. His name, Wade Wilson, the exact same name as Deadpool. You see this persona that he put on in the courtroom with the face tattoos, the smirks. Some people even claiming that he was very good looking, would end up raising over $86,000 in donations to defend him in a crime they actually knew nothing about. So let me tell you what actually happened on October 7th, 2019 in Cape Coral, Florida. Wade went out to a bar that night with his girlfriend Mila when they would get into an argument. So while there, Wade ended up linking up with his buddy and do what Wade does best, just move on. That's when him and his buddy would find another two pair of girls, one of them named Christine Melton. You see, Wade turned up the charm and ended up going back to her place with her friend, and his buddy tagged along. Wade and Christine would be intimate, waiting for everybody to leave, and once everybody left the apartment, Wade would strangle her in her own bed, steal her money and her car. And then he takes the car, drives over to his girlfriend's, or I guess now ex-girlfriend Mila's work, verbally and physically assaults her just before driving off, until he would spot 43-year-old mother of two Diane Ruse just walking to work. He would pull up right beside her, ask her for directions to the local school, and eventually convince her to come into the car. That's when he would strangle her, throw her out the car like a piece of trash, but then in his sick, twisted mind would run her over back and forth for who knows how long, until the point to where his own dad would describe that she looked like spaghetti. Wade was just barely building a connection with his biological dad, so when everything had just happened, he would actually call him up and tell him everything that he just did. He would call himself a killer, but you see, Wade's biological dad didn't really believe him at first, so he ended up putting the phone call on speaker to where his wife could hear, and eventually she called 911. He killed two women in the same day with no real motive. When asked why, he just said, "I just wanted to do it." But you see, at trial, Wade would claim that he was actually being framed by a human trafficking ring and only confessed to trying to protect his family. This case went public and a picture of Wade went viral on TikTok, which grew in a huge fan base for him. So huge that they actually raised over $86,000 to help Wade find a lawyer and defend himself. As a matter of fact, hundreds of letters would reach the judge of Wade's fans and beg him to give Wade a lighter sentence, some saying he was even innocent and to let him go. Until finally, when they would go to trial and the jury would take only just 90 minutes to give Wade the death penalty for killing the two women. Right now, he's on death row awaiting for appeals.